As we celebrate the Christmas season in our Catholic churches during this pandemic year, one of our most beloved traditions will not be possible: enjoying our church choirs at Christmas Masses. Rebecca Drake has the story of how One Westfield Parish is using technology to bring the voices and faces of its choir back to the church, virtually during Christmas liturgies.
Will it really feel like Christmas if the choir loft is empty? In spite of ongoing pandemic restrictions, some local music ministers are working to bring choral performances into their churches in a new way this year.
The pandemic has turned the world upside down, and it's done quite a few things. It's closed our churches, it's closed our businesses, and it of course affects our choirs where we can't get together because we're considered super spreaders when we sing. So we were looking for something to do as a way to get music back into the churches.
A former IT professional, Melanie teamed up with another former IT expert, Scott Arno, to produce video performances by choir members that could be shown on the large screens in Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament Church. They began by learning how to use new audio and video software.
Doing it to the point where you have all of the audio tracks synchronized with each other, both audibly and with the lips moving for the individual people, that became the very tricky part. Because you can see, even if you're off by 1/10 of a second, it shows up very blatantly on the screen. That plus the fact that the hardware that you need in terms of processing power can be pretty significant.
But after a month-long learning curve, Scott and Melanie were ready for a more ambitious undertaking: a 15-minute concert by adult and youth choir members to be presented before Christmas Masses at the church. Among those most excited about this project are the choir members, including Jamie Barnes.
It's wonderful, actually, because I've missed, as well as other choir members, we get teary when we talk about it. We miss singing. That's something that we love. That's like core of who I am and one of the gifts God gave us. And so we love doing it, and not just for ourselves, but for other people.
The parish pastor, Father Dan Pakalik, has been supportive of the plans to provide some special music for Christmas liturgies.
It is a wonderful tradition. We have a beautiful parish choir, and I think music, as I say, has really always been an important part of Mass. People have missed it in the months that we've gathered for Mass, and we wanted to kind of have something special for Christmas that would really be a kind of a little gift, a nice Christmas gift to the parish.
As they work toward the final product of this year's virtual Christmas concert, the music ministers at Our Lady of the Blessed Sacrament reflect on what has been lost and what they have learned during the pandemic.
What we've lost is the community spirit when people are gathered in a common place in song. And there's really no replacement for that. It's so special when the choir is singing a song and the people join in with us. And that's just the ultimate. It's a wonderful feeling.
As the weeks and the months went on, I really began to miss singing and being part of the Mass more. And I feel that the part that was missing too is that next level of worship and praise, as opposed to just being a participant in Mass. That's by singing, we're closer to the angels. The angels are singing the Holy, Holy, and we're just saying it.
It does prove also that we humans, when properly motivated, do have the ability to adapt to a changing environment, which this COVID has definitely been one of the biggest changes that we've ever seen in our lifetimes. So developing products like this and others as they come down the pike, it does prove that we can modify our lives to adapt to a world which is changing, hopefully temporarily.
I who made the stars of night.
As we all wait for a return to live choral performances in our churches, the virtual concert may be a unique way to preserve a beloved Christmas tradition.
For me, I'm hoping that this video will enhance the parish's Christmas celebration by giving them the opportunity to hear some of their favorite songs from their parish choirs.
I'm hoping that they'll receive a package that they are able to listen to, enjoy, pull inspiration from. And my ultimate hope with Melanie's work is that the subsequent videos that we put out will continue to improve in quality. We can add more features to them, make them longer, and include different times of the year.
I hope to give people a sense of normalness by seeing us on the screen, by hearing our voices. People are going to feel like, okay, this is Christmas, because it's going to feel so different for people, and people are already, anticipating things not happening. So I think that if we can give them this, they're like, oh, it's our choir.
In a year unlike any we have known, technology may bring Catholics just a little closer to the angels this Christmas. For Real to Real, I'm Rebecca Drake.
And I'm sure we are all looking forward to full pews and in-person choirs again, but until then, we appreciate the efforts these music ministers do in helping us to ring in the true meaning of Christmas.